struggling to sleep, but you've also been struggling with your confidence. Now, during these difficult past few months, we've all experienced the ups and downs, and I think through not being able to live our more normal lives, some of us have really gone sort of into ourselves and are starting to lack confidence, and that's where I'd really like to help you this evening. So before we begin, I'd love for you to find somewhere lovely and comfortable. As you can see, I'm in my bedroom on the nice, soft, comfortable bed. And I'm wearing something nice and comfortable. And I think one sort of pre-tip for confidence is to dress in things that make you feel good. Not others around you, but what makes you feel good. Now, you take a moment to just get yourself nice and comfortable. How's that? Perfect. I can see you look more relaxed already. Now, when I was thinking about things that make us more confident, and before we get on to the relaxing hypnosis to help you with that, I was thinking more about you personally and your everyday. And as I just mentioned about trying to wear things that make you feel good, equally, things like makeup and skincare can also give us a little bit of a lift when we need it. And so I think I've got something that will be helping you with your confidence. Now, I'm sure you've already heard me speak about CHARITIES before, but if you haven't, then they are a wonderful, wonderful men's skincare brand, and you get all of this, all your skincare needs for the month delivered to you in a little box like this. And if you're a beginner, I'd recommend using level 1, by the way, and for just $25 you are going to get everything you need to start feeling more confident and start transforming your skin. Now, in here you get wonderful products. You've heard me mention them before, but you get things like your daily washes, your super serums, and these are as equally as pleasing to the eye as they'll make you feel. Now, I've had friends who have used CHARITIES systems, and not only have they noticed a difference in their skin being clearer and brighter, but more importantly, they feel more confident. And I think that's one of the most important things, because if you can feel good from within, then you're going to feel brighter and more confident on the outside as well. And I've got a special offer just for you guys. Let me pop this down a sec. Now, if you click my special link in the description, you will get yourself with your first order this amazing CHARITIES dot bag. Now, this is going to be the perfect place to store all your T.H. Hanley products and grooming products of your choice. And you can pop this in your bathroom, in your bedroom, and keep things all neat and tidy. And when those travel restrictions lift, this will be the perfect travel buddy as well. So, if you'd like to start feeling more confident from the inside out, then please check out my T.H. Hanley link in the description below. Okay guys, now with that to one side, let's get into the hypnosis. So, are you ready? Let's begin. Let's start with some nice deep breathing. So, I've talked about this breathing technique before, but if you'd like to take a nice deep breath in, hold for a few seconds, and then breathe out nice and slowly. That just begins to reset our breathing and just realign ourselves with that relaxation in mind. So let's do that together now. Let's breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Let's breathe in. And breathe out. Good. And breathe in. And breathe out. Good. When people tend to think about hypnosis, one of the first places their minds tend to go to is, will this actually work? And one of the best things I can say to that is, if you question the process, it's less likely to work. So just relax that mind and give yourself this time to just embrace, if anything, the relaxation. Now, not feeling confident can affect us in many different ways. And one of the biggest things that it can do is it can cause anxiety. And anxiety, as we know, can have an effect on sleep. So it's really important to try and take the time to address any of these anxieties we may be going through in our lives. Sometimes we don't like to self-reflect. Sometimes we can just want to put our problems to one side, and that's okay as well. But today is all about building that confidence level back up. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to think about how your lack of confidence makes you feel. And I really want you to focus on the emotions, no matter how difficult this may be to do. I promise you we'll get on to all the uplifting stuff in a moment. But it's important to take this time to just reflect. And I'll help you out a bit with how a lack of confidence can make me feel. So when I'm feeling not very confident, I tend to get a lot of self-doubt, and that can affect many areas of my life. I can question if I'm good enough for, let's say, a certain job. I can question if what I can offer in a friendship is good enough. I question whether I'm a good daughter. I question all the things in my life. And self-doubt can just make you feel pretty worthless. Now that's a sad emotion. Let's be completely honest. And that's not how we really want to feel. And if we actually look at the core reason as to why we don't feel confident, let's really think about what that's made up of. Is it other people's opinions? Is it through looking through social media and comparing ourselves? I know that affects me personally. I want you to really focus on how a lack of confidence makes you feel and why you feel like that. When we begin to look at a root of a problem, that's really where we can challenge it and question that root. Why do we really make ourselves feel this way? Because there really is no need. You have such a busy mind, don't you? Thoughts racing round. And when that little no confidence switch pops on, all those thoughts become even quicker and muddier. You question even more things in your everyday life. Even small little decisions become much bigger and harder. And when we really look at confidence and how perhaps it's held us back in our life, was it really worth it? One thing I think is really wonderful to do is if you ever doubt yourself, or if you're ever concerned about saying yes to something that your confidence is telling you to say no to, ask yourself how you'd feel about this situation in 5 years' time. Just 5 years. Now, would this situation really matter in 5 years' time? Would it change anything if you said no to it and listened to that lack of confidence? Or would things really change if you said yes? What positive experiences could actually come out of this if you said yes? Those are the types of questions that, instead of listening to our self-doubt, that's what we really need to be asking ourselves. And I know it's difficult in these times, but really we all suffer with a lack of confidence. Even the most confident people. Even on the outside, if you think, oh, I wish I could be like them. You are not alone. It is perfectly normal to suffer with a lack of confidence. But we're going to change that. Now you've taken the time to look at how your lack of confidence makes you feel and why you started to feel like that. Now we can look at changing your perception of it. And that's where our journey really begins. So you can choose to close your eyes now, or just carry on as you are, however you feel most comfortable. And I want you to take this journey with me into your new phase of confidence. I want you to almost come on an out-of-body experience with me and see yourself as if you were another person. I know that might sound a little bit tricky. We can do it together. So, what I'd like you to do is just picture yourself, as I said, as though you're another person. And this person is the complete opposite to you and how you feel now based on your level of confidence. So let's say you're on the low end of the scale of confidence right now. And this person, who is a version of you, is right at that top level. When you look at that person, how does that make you feel? Do you question how they got there? Because that's you, and that's possible. When we think back to our most confident time in our lives, most people will take themselves back to their childhood. A time for most of us when there's a lack of responsibility, a lack of worries, and the most you've got to worry about is what toy you're going to be playing with or what friends you're going to hang out with. And really, as we grow up and develop as adults, it's very natural for all our worries and insecurities to increase because we've got more to be concerned about. And that's completely normal and natural. But what it also shows you is that there was a time in your life where you had that confidence to climb to the top of that tree, go out and make new friends. That confidence is within you. This new version of yourself that you're seeing now, that is possible. That is achievable. Do you want to feel that childlike confidence again? And we're not talking about arrogance here, that's something very different. Arrogance is, if anything, quite off-putting. Confidence is knowing who you are, but not bragging about it, not being brash and showy. It's just having that self-confidence with your convictions. And I know that's achievable for you. You were once very confident, and just through life experiences and life itself, you started to just doubt yourself. And I want you to look at this version of you. What else appeals to you about them? Are they standing taller, shoulders back, head a little bit higher, smiling? They look more carefree and in control, and you want to feel in control, not only to do with confidence, but in control of you and your life. And you want to take back that power. Anxiety is just a force that likes to reign over you and think it has control. But as soon as you pull the plug on it, it has no power. And you're the driving force in that. you're the control center, and you can choose which switches to switch off and which to switch on. And right now, that confidence switch within you needs to be switched back on. Because look at who you could become. Look at who you are. Look how far you've come already. And many of us are different in our lives. Some have tons of friends, some have few. Some have a big career, some are still working on that side of things. And that's okay. We are all different. And that is why comparison is the thief of joy. And I strongly live by that, and it's hard to. It's hard in our world of social media to really not compare yourself. But you need to learn not to. Because you are enough. And I want you to repeat that with me now. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Because you are. We all are. And if we're speaking about confidence and image, for example, you don't have to look a certain way to be confident. You don't have to be a certain size, have a particular haircut, dress even a certain way. Because confidence comes from within. And yes, we can use all these different tools to build ourselves up, and there is nothing wrong with that because it's a great starting point. And when you do take pride in your appearance, you do gradually start to feel better from within as well. So they do work hand in hand. But trying to make yourself look like somebody else or be a certain size to please society will not create the confidence that you crave. All it will do is set you on a path of constant comparison. You'll want to be constantly changing instead of accepting and embracing. You are confident. You have all the tools you need. You always have. The only thing stopping you from being that version of yourself is you and your current mindset. How often do you let others put you down? How often do you listen to them? Because as the old saying goes, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And that is so true. You must not let others' words hurt you. And that is so easier said than done, because we have all had mean things said to us in the past, and we'll fixate on them over and over again like a broken record. But whilst it can hurt temporarily, we must not let that become part of us, because it's not. It's not you. It's not me. You know who you are. You are strong and confident. You are kind. You are a good person. And you have so much to offer to the world. Don't worry about others. Worry about you. Think about your goals in life. think about how much easier they would be to achieve if you were more confident. And with that confidence, that anxiety begins to just drift off and shut down. And it's just like ticking off a list. Confidence, check. Anxiety, nah. You have the choice in life. That's what is so amazing about life itself. There is always a choice. Even when it's difficult to make, there is a choice. And you can choose to be more confident. You can choose to smile more. You can choose to try new experiences, broaden your horizons. You can choose to enjoy life rather than worrying. Because the second you decide to do that, that's the same second you decide to really start living. Confidence is key in so many areas of life. Areas that you wouldn't really even think of. And yet it's something that so many of us struggle with, even me. But that's okay, because we've got each other. And that's a big help when thinking about any insecurity. That people get it. No one is a finished product. We're all still learning and trying our best and trying to figure this thing out. But we're trying. And as long as you try, you're growing. So I'd love for you to repeat some phrases after me, okay? And I'm going to close my eyes for this. Okay. I am a good person. I am a confident person. I am a kind person. I like to try new things. I want to feel better. I can be better. Sometimes it can be so hard to remind ourselves that we are good and we are enough. That confidence that you're craving so much, it's within you. You've got it already, you just need to entice it out. And think about all those moments in life where you've had just a spark of confidence. And think about what that did in that moment. Confidence is key in so many areas. And once you learn just to draw it out just a little bit, things start to feel easier. You start to feel more relaxed, more comfortable with yourself, more comfortable and confident in your own skin. We all have our insecurities, but that's okay, because I think the world would be a pretty boring place if we all looked the same and thought the same. It's good to be different. It's good to be you, because there's nobody else like you. And that makes you instantly special, because you are special. You can do such great things. All you need to do is believe. And I know you've got this, because I can see that inner strength. I can see that you have got this. You just need to believe. And you're going to feel so proud of yourself when you allow yourself to feel that confidence. When you stand a little bit taller, a little bit straighter. When you hold your head a little bit higher. Treat every street as though it's your catwalk. Hold that head high, shoulders back, and go and get the day. Because you have to live every day as if it's your last. You have to take every opportunity. Because who wants to live a life of regrets? Who wants to look back and think, if I'd have just said yes? You can do this. You are confident. You are strong. You are empowered. You can do anything you put your mind to. There is nothing that you can't do. You are strong and confident, and you can do anything you put your mind to. You stand taller. You hold your head back high. You enjoy new experiences. You are a confident person. You have become that other person, that vision of yourself. And how does that feel? Because you did that. You are that person. You always have been. And you're smiling. And you feel ready to take on the day. You feel more relaxed. You don't need to worry. And now when it comes to rest and relaxation, you can fall asleep easily, knowing that you've got this. You always did. You just need a little reminder every now and then, as we all do. So enjoy your newfound confidence. Enjoy sleeping better. Enjoy this new you that's always been within you. Because I promise you, your newfound confidence will make you become a new person. Taller, stronger, and anxiety-free. And that's always been within you. So if you're still with me, I'd like you to just finish now by taking some breaths with me. So I'd like you to just breathe in that newfound confidence. Hold and pause for a second. Think about how easy that was. And breathe out all that negativity, all that self-doubt. Do that again with me now. Breathe in that newfound confidence and relaxation. Pause and think about how easy that was. And then breathe out all that negativity, all that self-doubt. And do that one last time with me now. Let's breathe in. Oh, we feel so confident, so confident. Hold and pause. You are not that person anymore. You have a newfound confidence. And breathe out for the last time that self-doubt. Well, congratulations. I can tell that you already feel better. More confident, stronger, and a new you. the you that's always been there. I will always be here to remind you that you have always been enough. And I hope that that continues and you learn to embrace the new you. Now get some sleep. Good night. Sleep tight. And I'll always be here if you need